Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Thomas. This is To Nerd is to Human, and welcome back to Rome Total War's Rebel Campaign. Yes, you join me for the second of our Epilogue episodes, and today we look at the North African and Spanish campaigns. We want to go and clear these bits off the map. We do have our friend here, Orzi Victor now. The Kalichi has become a victor. How marvellous. Yeah, so we have Orzi Victor over there, and we have Guys the Harsh. So these two are going to mop up this area and probably take out Tingy as well. Over here at Carthage, where we have Ishmanesh Berenice. Who else to go over and take Carthage? And we actually have a Cassus Arius over here waiting to join the party. So he's going to come and help and take his army over towards Serta too. That would be marvellous. But to start us off today, we have ourselves a bit of a siege sally here. They do have a decent sized army here. In fact, they have a second full stack here. So we've got quite a lot of work to do. But you know what? I'm pretty sure we can clear them off pretty easily. And you know why? Because I've got 3 units of chariots here and 3 units of chariots here. I've got 6 chariots. That's all we're going to need today, ladies and gentlemen. One thing I haven't shown you is just how stupid the chariots can be in this campaign. This is a marvellous opportunity to do just that. We've seen the auto-resolve on the Amazon chariot women, but we haven't seen just some standard chariots rip armies to shreds. Let's head in. Straight into battle then. Reinforcements are here. I'm not even going to control them. Normally that would be suicidal, but I don't even think I need them today. We are just going to go headlong straight into these lads. Just charge in like absolute madmen, and the chariots will do the job. Now, my brother James, he likes to play as Silliness, they're his favourite faction, and when he plays as them, he will literally have an army of just Scythe chariots, and the Scythe chariot army will rip everything to shreds. And there we are. We already have 3 routes. Let's just go double speed. Route again. Routing again. Come on, next route. There we go, and another one. This is literally all we need to do. All of the tactics through this campaign, and yet all I need to do on this occasion is literally this. Chariots just go mental. Now the general will last just a little bit longer. He's routing, and that's the general gone. Where are my allies? I don't know. I don't care. I don't need them. This is magnificent. We have actually taken a few losses, but honestly, barely anything at all. I think it's just that 1 unit left and a few that have rallied. Yes, you go and charge over them. You charge these lads and you go and take them out. We've almost won in about 20 seconds there, but we are going to have to chunk them down and reroute them. So let's reroute these lads, and I think that's it. That is it. Yes! Scythe chariots. Honestly, Scythe chariot army can do wonders, even against the Roman legions. Even with the Roman legions, you can just send out Scythe chariots, or these aren't even Scythe chariots, these are just basic Egyptian chariots, and they will do the job all by themselves. Somewhere I have a proper reinforcement army coming. Yeah, lads, we don't need any of you. This is just what I needed this morning. I don't feel entirely well this morning, so this is just perfect, really. Just the antidote anyone needs. Scything down the Numidians. Let's get nice and close and personal with it here. There we are. Woohoo! Limbs agog. Limbs agog. Just beautiful. Right, I'm going to jump down. See back on the campaign map. We have a second army we need to kill anyway. So we're going to have a bit more chariot fun yet. 48 kills. That's barely anything. In fact, we probably could have done it with less deaths, to be honest. But even without any real effort, 845 kills. What have we got there? How have they not gained experience? They've inflicted 300 kills each. Oh well. There we are. The die is cast. Indeed it is. Gaius Julius Caesar. And that is the first of our great victories here. Yes, well, let's just send everyone out, shall we? They all form one army. And we will take on this guy. See, he's also got 5 experience, this lad. He's also got brave, been in the wars. So, even... gloomy as well, so just slightly hold it back. But yes, he's got quite a bit in terms of good traits here. But we're going to go in and kill him too. So Belhano will be killed. I have, 6 units of chariots, albeit some of them could be blended at this point. I think I'm going to blend them because that's probably just a better idea. So let's head in and let's have a second quick chariot battle. Let's clear out this bloke. Here we go again, same old deal, and this time I'm going to send the chariots all into there, and I'm going to send the other cav just in the general direction. We won't send them in straight away, but they're going to be mopping up before too long. The main army can just stand there, to be honest. It's not going to be needed, and these chariots can just do their job once more. We should really get nice and closely in on the camera this time. Now these desert infantry, people have a go at Numidia saying that they have a terrible army. It's not the best, it's not a particularly good army, let's be honest, but these little spearmen here are not bad units. They can certainly do a good job and give them around good stamina. They are not abilities to be snuffed at. They're pretty good abilities. They do lack any heavy kind of armour. I don't know how much difference the fact that it's a kind of a wicket on a wooden shield really makes in this game. But it is 5 defence, so not too shabby. And they do get their own kind of legionnaires, which are basically copies of Principes, albeit it'll take 2 turns. I feel like I'm doing the Numidia faction guide now, so I'm going to stop. But with those of the long shield cav and some basic archers, you've got an alright basis of an army. Nothing great, nothing special, but they're okay. They're okay. But they're not going to be okay for very long because we've got ourselves all of the chariots in the world. Yes. Actually, let's keep those generals back just in that position for a moment. Can you guys go for them? You guys go for them. You guys go for them. And we are going to start mopping them up very quickly indeed here. Yes. Oh, these guys took a few bits of bad damage there. But now we're just going to sweep along the line, lads. Sweep straight along the line. You lads all head into them. And all of my chariots just straight pile through that team and that line there. Just beautiful. You guys come and sweep up into this direction. All cav, just come in and clear them off. Yes. Route. Let's double speed it now. We've got the mass route coming. Let's take out those camels. Might lose a general here because I'm just throwing them in like a mad dog. But there we are. Where's their general? Why are my troops moving? I don't really know why we've moved forward, but apparently we have. Right, so that is more of their units routing here. Where is their general? Has he fled? No, it is him there. There we go. And I do kind of like the Numidian colour. It's nice. There we are. General's down.
The enemy general is killed. Fear makes a home in our
Oh, absolutely it does. It makes a massive hole in their throats, in their thighs, and in their hearts. Right. I don't know why my archer hit. I must have accidentally pressed all units at some point. Honestly, it doesn't matter. If anything, it's just caused more panic in them. Yeah, let's just send all our chariots over there. You two lads charge in. You lads come over here. And once again, it's just an absolute rout here. Ahem, here. It's an absolute rout here. My voice has died. I'm so excited. Right, I'm going to have a drink of water. I'll mop these lads up. Oh, this is a proper chunky death. In fact, no, this is a slicey death today. Yes, and there is the victory sign.
They are not soldiers, only frightened rabbits.
Beautiful. Look at them doing pick up the corpses with the blades. Oh, that is just what we want to be seen. Okay, let's get a load of you guys swinging over there. Come on. We will mop up as many as possible. I think we've just about got them all here, but there's just a couple units like that. Unit of mercenaries there. We just want to catch. Yeah, we just need to swing a few further on. Yeah, see, there were pretty much 2 full stacks of Numidians here, and just 6 units of chariots is all we've really needed to take them out. It's just marvellous. Chariots are terrible, by the way, at mopping up routing units. So I'm just going to kind of tell them to kind of move in that position, and hopefully that will do the job. Yeah, see, they're just about chopping them down. General can grab these guys. And we pretty much chopped them all down. I don't know how many we've killed. 72%. Okay, so a few have got away, in fairness. But we killed the general. And, yeah, they're not happy, are they? 87%. Not too shabby there. I'm not sure that the computer will let those lads get away. They might let a couple, but not an awful lot there. Actually, we got some archers to gain some experience there, which is just marvellous. We might need them to go and take out Dimity and Nept. Which I must say, by the way, Nept, I have been to attack so many times on this game. I actually do have a vague force there. You get so many rebels pop up, but they just always have an inordinately large amount of troops there, which is just bizarre. I don't really fancy taking those guys on, but I'll just scout for the moment. So this chap over here does have an extra archer unit. He can join them. And we'll just start moving in that direction. Lepsis Magna can just get some cav, why not? And there we go, we are back to where we should be. And the fleet is over here. We do actually have some Quinqueremes nowadays, which means even if anyone did have any fleets, we would be able to take them out with some inordinate ease. It doesn't seem to like either way around there, so we'll just let them do what they want. Enemy armies are routing, indeed they are. Suddenly, their threat looks a lot less than it was before. I'm just going to put a watchtower down here. Not the ideal spot, but it will certainly do for the moment. And actually, I'm going to put another one down over here. A bit risky, I suppose, but I'm pretty certain there's nothing here. This lad's already done some scouting, as you can see. Just perfect. So you're going to head along that way, over towards the army, and down to Nept and across to Dimity. We would like, I think this guy's at his end of his movements, yeah, I think just to organise this army. You see here, it's not a great force, but it's not a terrible one either. We've got some good horse archers at least. But Isthmus Berenice, he just needs to finish his life's work, I think, at this point. So I think we're going to let him take on Carthage, and we're going to send Cass over to go and assist at Sirte. That is their capital, so we'll let Cass do that. But I think Carthage is the big prize for our good chap here, Ishmanish. Now, he was that one that took part in this huge battle in all those days ago. I don't know how he survived. I just think it would be wrong for him not to take Carthage. And if he dies at the end of turn, I will reload, damn it, just for the narrative. Because at this point, I've won the campaign, sod it. Over to Spain. And Spain. The Spain situation has been a very slow burner through this campaign. You would have very occasionally seen me pop over here. We had this lad pop up with just a couple units quite early on. This would be one of them, I suppose. I think the other one's still around, yes. And obviously I've hired up a load of mercenaries. There are lots of good mercenaries in this area of the world. And because this has got Spanish troops, I can pump out some good units, which is marvellous. One thing I have been lacking here, though, is the numbers. So over time we've built that up. And Oscar can get some units too, albeit not particularly high tier ones. We should now be getting long shield cav next turn, which is marvellous. Palmer gets some cav too, some Spanish units. You might have seen in the Rebel Guide video that these ones are Spanish. Now we might be able to flip some of these other ones Spanish, but he seems to be fairly Gallic. So this one has stayed Gallic when we took it, albeit even though I don't know, he turned these are Spanish. So who knows how these things work with culture on this? It's just bizarre. There is a big Carthaginian army here, by the way. Now, if I outmaneuver them, I shouldn't actually have to even face them and they'll join me. It's probably the funnest way of doing it. So I've got an army there. You can't quite see. I've actually got two stacks over here. And this army, this army is lovely. Because Carthago Nova is very well built up at this point. It's got itself a nice blacksmith. It's got itself the Sacred Circle, which is extra light weapons and experience boosts. So the army guys, the harsh here, with his 8 experience a star team, might I add. Look at those, 16, 20, 22. And with all the mad morale bonuses that come with experience on this game. That's just lovely. And Iberian infantry are not good, but they hold the line for a little bit. But what they will do, with 2 experience and silver swords there, it's not too shabby. I mean, abilities, they can't do anything. But they are there. We've got the Spanish mercenaries in the rear, which is always marvellous, and some Polaric Slingers who are quite good. Quite good, must be said. Long shield cav. Now, as I mentioned these with the Numidians just a minute ago, they're good cav. They're good cav. They're nothing super special, but you can certainly do the job with them. I mean, if you want to take out strong cav from Macedonia or strong Roman cav from later in the game, sure, you will need a bit of spearman support, but these guys will definitely be able to do a good job. They've got good morale, fast moving, and for it says light, so I suppose they are light rather than heavy cav, but they are pretty much heavy cav, but they're fast moving. So they're kind of a nice mix where they're not ridiculously weak like most light cav are, but they are pretty light but equally quite heavy. So you could say they are medium cav, God, that was an awkward way of saying it. Right, we're going to head over there with them next time, so that'll take us 2 turns. We've got a boat, but if you can make it in 2, we'll just walk anyway. They could do with the exercise to keep them going. We'll see what they do. We need to obviously clear off this force first, and when we've done that, we'll go and stand on the bridge, because I'll happily take them out there. I think when I was doing the previous episode, I got distracted and missed one of the times they've attacked us here, because they put this town under siege about 7 times during the previous epilogue episode, and every time they did it, they ran away as soon as I attacked. This is a slightly bigger force, and they've actually built some equipment. I clearly forgot to sally forth last time, so we will see. We need to head into there now, actually, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to head into here. We are going to send our troops around to land over in North Africa next turn. So we're pretty much going to storm through this one. So let's head in to Numidia. Now, they have an army of mostly dogs and cav here. It's a very strange army. Not very much infantry. I'm going to use my Iberians at the front. I don't really like using the Spanish lads at the front, because I like them to kind of hold back and use their pilum. I guess they're still called pilum. They're very much like the Roman Hastati troops here. 8, 12, 12. Yeah, fairly similar. So they're not bad little units. They're lovely. They're pretty good mercenaries. A good selection of mercenaries around here. So we're going to head in. And a good friend Orzi Victor here, Orzi the Carlici, will head in, and Captain Anton will be fighting. Is Captain Anton a dog? No, he's a cav unit. Okay, fair enough. Right, we have to face Captain Anton. Let's head in. They are charging forward at us, and if these lads want to do what I've told them to, that would probably be sensible. Now let's get some cav around to the flank here. You lads head out over there, and we'll send you lads out over in this direction, because I think that will be quite helpful. Well, they've kind of stopped. No, are they going to charge? Oh, they've got all the javelins in the world on them now. They are routing. That was rather stupid of them. That was just hilarious. Oh, I love some proper javelin throws. Yeah, they're not going to last either. Oh, let's just tell... Right. Spanish mercenaries. Anyone with javelins, just hold back on them at this point. We're just going to wipe out these units very quickly. And we're going to get the slingers. Where are my slingers? Slingers! There you are. Get yourselves back at the front. You'll be fine there, lads. Okay, what are they doing? They've just thrown away a few units. So our cav's just going to mop them up. That's lovely. And I think we'll just get back into position at this point. As you were, lads. Back to these lads shooting. We'll just let our cav get back behind the line. And we'll let them kill themselves again. That would just be lovely. It is so useful having that line of javelins. It's unbelievable the difference that kind of thing makes. I think people underestimate, as the Romans, just how big that advantage is. Especially if you can just... I mean, people often use the spearmen on the flanks. I often just use a really thin line at the front just to get the javelins in. You can always pull them back to avoid the route issue. But, yeah, at the end of the day, if you can get those javelins in... I always find it's such a waste if you don't get those javelins in as the Romans. But if you do, it just makes all the difference in the world. Town militia there, they should go down quite easily actually. Let's get... I see we've worn down a couple units. Yeah, let's get those town militia. Whittle those lads down. And we'll just slow this down if they start to charge. They're not really doing that right now, are they? No. Let's change over target. If we can get them all a bit weaker, then they'll be easier to rout in a little bit. They're now idle, so we'll switch around. And that's often a good idea because they get their shields up and get a bit guarded. So if you just swap them around like that, it just helps you kind of get a little bit more, well, bang for your buck. And it is a bit of a bang of rock on the head in this case, so... Ow! 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 And I think we're done, aren't we? There we are. So, what damage have we done? 43%, and we've lost 1%, which is, I don't know, a couple infantry maybe, or a couple cav. Probably some cav, I imagine. Okay, we can just press that line forward at this point, because I'm pretty sure we're in the position we want to be. We can just have these guys in behind. Actually, you know what, you lads? Just head back in the city. You've done your job. Go home, lads. Go home. Have a nice time. Have a nice day. So we'll just sort out our lads without them. We form up this formation, bit wonky with the general, but honestly, who cares? We're going to get ourselves into a position now. The Spanish lads are on javelin, which is good. because this time we're going to use up the last of our javelins. A bit worried about the amount of cav, albeit we have the infantry to deal with them. And actually we do have the cav to largely deal with it. They do slightly outdo us with cav, so I don't want to be too silly about it. I'm just going to approach them at a slight angle here. Just because there's some cav over there ready, and I don't want to get too exposed. Well, there's anyone too exposed, don't really have any missile troops anyway. We'll throw the javelins in. Well, that's routed them just by itself. Okay. Well, at this point... Yep, just shuffle along. Oh, okay. I forgot about their javelins. Let's just send the cav forward to push that. That might push them anyway. I think that might just do something. Yeah, it just gets the skirmishers to get out of the way. That's fine. Pull those cav back. We've got the skirmisher out of position. At this point, honestly, I might as well just charge forward. So let's get... yes, let's get those 3 over here. You two straight in. Well, you just straight into them. You straight to them. Honestly, they're not going to last long at this point. And I want to get some of my cav out on this flank because honestly they're going to do their job now. Everyone charge in. You get yourself over there. You get yourself over there. We're just going to get the charge bonus at this point. Lovely. It's very unusual for me just to charge my infantry line. I almost always just use my infantry line as a solely defensive thing to work my main troops around. Oh, you even actually use your javelins. I hadn't realised that. Throw them in. Yeah, their men did not hold there, not at all. Right, they're sending the Kalichi himself in towards their general because honestly we are just mopping up and I want to catch him if I can. Because, well, no, he isn't a real general at all, is he? But we might as well kill as many as possible. They are completely broken here. We have lost a few infantry with that charge. It's kind of why I'm not a big fan of infantry charges in general, because you just always lose men when you don't really need to my mind. But you know what? It's fine. It is just fine. Let's just send all of our infantry to do something. They're not really going to get anything done, but we might as well send them in. Yeah, I meant to just click on one of them there. You go over there. There's just men everywhere. Just kill them. Kill the Spaniards. Yes, because Spain was definitely a thing in this time. Definitely a thing. I could just call them the Iberian tribes, but I guess I don't know. This sells better or something. Right, Kalichi, get your charge in. There we are. Just one. No, Steve got away. Well done, Steve. Steve Voss, I guess, if he's Spanish. Well, I don't know why Voss is the correct suffix there, but we're going with that. There we go. Right. And that's a lovely victory for us. Most of those guys are gone, 86%. A few men remaining, but honestly, no big deal. No big deal at all. To be honest with you, though, I don't want to charge straight out. I lost a few Spaniards, but not a lot. I'm actually more worried about these than those than the other infantry. Actually, I can't re-heal here, can I? No, I can't. So, just got to be careful with my men in this particular location. But we can use these lads to heal up the main force. And now our spy can go out, which is kind of what I needed. I've got spies in these 2 cities here. What I want to do is keep an eye on this here lad. Nothing particularly interesting. You telling me we still don't know about him? Traits unknown, written or known. You're a rubbish spy. Rubbish! 3 commands. Very nice, very nice. And I would like you to move on, but at the moment we can't spare the army. This army can perhaps move up in that sort of direction and tempt them into battle. If we're on a bridge, we can definitely win against whatever, really. But there isn't. It's not a great force. It's fairly basic, but there is a little bit of Pono in it. Oh, that's only 1 unit actually. Yeah, it's quite basic, but again, it's a full stack with a general. We shouldn't take it too lightly. We are the rebels after all. Now, yes, over here there are a load of Libyan spearmen. Those Libyans, weren't they? Not Poenai. But there are some Poenai at Carthage itself. I think there are 3 units of elephants at Carthage, actually. But in all honesty, having just done the Medieval 2 Timurid artillery elephants. I think I'm not that worried about some basic elephants of Carthage nowadays, am I? No, I'm not. Spy over here. That's just lovely. And we will, of course, try and smash my thing. Let's just try and kill this lad. Oh, we killed him! That was only 7% chance. I was expecting this lad to die. Well done, Solomon. I told you, the biblical lad's always the best. Best agents are biblical assassins. Perfect. That's just wonderful. Oh, God, you're not very good, are you? Or that's a very good captain. It's a bit odd, isn't it? 8%. I fancy my luck, right? No, okay, fine. Oh well. Right, let's head into Prastagosh and it'll finally give us a foothold on Britain. It's been this many turns to 242 BC and they've had any forces at all on this island, so let's head in, let's clear them out. I'll be honest, York Minster isn't looking quite its pristine self back in these days. We're going to do something about that. You clearly need the rebels to come and take over. But as ever, in the north of England, it has been raining all morning of this battle. It's still raining now, as you might expect. So let's get our war cry on. We've kind of got around various sides of them here. And once we've got our war cry banging our shields, we'll all charge in! Charge in, lads! Charge! Dun, 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 dun. Straight into the general over here, by the way. Yeah, he's not going to enjoy this, is he? Ooh, well, he got away from us. But we do have him fairly surrounded at this point. Albeit he's kind of running off in a random direction. But, you know, chariots will be chariots. And there he goes, that's the general gone. And we are now claiming the plaza. I'm sure one rogue chariot will make it back. But honestly, at this point, we should be fine. It just comes down to getting some routes, which it should be simple enough, but they're not quite going yet. And chariots are way too random for me to feel confident about anything. A little bit worried that they might randomly route us at this point. But they're down to 2. They're gone at this point. We have to kill every last one of them. There we go. Ooh. Yep, the day is ours, and York, or its ancient counterpart at Barracombe, is now ours. 36, 37 kills. Well, I'll take that. It's a draw of sorts. But they're all dead. So that's a Barracombe. Not supposed to be the part where we do that, but we've got it now. So that's just lovely. And we're going to pump out. Actually, it'd be fun to use some spies. Why not? I'm going to let my money pump up and we'll use some spies. And some diplomats even. So I'll get some diplomats and some spies as well. Let's kill this bloke. We missed. We totally missed. Just brilliant. 130 public order, so it's alright. But main thing is we've got eyes on the territories around here. One more thing before I end my turn here. Can we just talk about this area here, the little bit of the Red Sea? Because so often people say, oh, there's no point of building a port. You don't really get any trade out of them. Look at this! Look at all of this! Look at all the trade from Petra and from ignore Memphis. Memphis is kind of just having a sad time right now. But everyone, there's so much trade! So many trade wagons. Alright, it's really not a priority because it is a little bit rubbish, this kind of bit. But it isn't a complete disaster. Look at that. That's quite a lot of lovely sea trade there from Bostra. Don't actually know what that counts as in monetary terms. Trade overview. Yeah, sea trade. 709! There you go. Come on, people. Tell me. That is your port paid for in one turn. That's just a basic port. 800 that cost. 709 a go. So, all of you tell me that's not worth anything. Well, it is. 1,284 trading things over to Petra there. And the imports as well. Another 200. That's 1,500 a turn. Just ridiculous. What does Memphis say? Because Memphis obviously isn't seemingly doing anything. Yes, it's not actually trading by sea, interestingly. Not quite sure why. It probably can't get anything new. So maybe Memphis is just, there's no point of it being in Memphis because I think they have enough land borders where they get all of the other goods by land anyway. But certainly for these other 3, it seems like they're gaining a huge amount from it. Yeah, so yes, again, 1,400, 1,500. Marvellous. Right, okay, so there we are. Categorically, don't bother with Memphis, pointless. But the rest of it, they've all got trade goods to trade with other cities that they're not bordered with. So Memphis, I guess, does it all by road. But beautiful. Just beautiful. Look at that lovely, lovely rebel trade. The rebel has created many things you never thought were possible. But as we end our time, we're just going to move some of our spies and lads around the map. Honestly, I'm just going to gain some information, and there's still odd troops moving around. You just see streams of assassins over there, and obviously some lads just some of the what was that the thing of the lewd. His name escapes me now. I showed off because I remembered his name last episode. Now I don't remember it at all. But there we are. Yes, he's still laying watchtowers around. There's a few people doing that job, but on the whole, most of our men are now in position. It's just a few more agents. Ah, interesting. Carthage have decided. Oh, they have a spot. Oh. Okay, apparently they've opened. Oh no, they have elephants. They've sent their army to go and take Thapsus. But I'm literally about to land at Carthage. Oh my, that's stupid. We were going to face these guys on the bridge. We're going to face elephants on a bridge, damn it. Oh well, you know what? Captain Bordisham. Anyway, we're going to lose, but we get to see the elephant smash down the gates. That'd be fun. Let's head in. Oh yes, 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 and yes. Look at our defences. We have no... There's that one tower over there. One poxy tower. We're just going to go stand the plaza. It is deep, deep fuchsia-pink, but I don't think today that's going to be the omen that we need, because we are having elephants sent in at us. Just the basic, lads. They're fairly majestic nonetheless. Steve's elephant has been chosen for the job of knocking down the wall. And as he rams his head straight into it... Yes, this man meditates. Look at that. Look at the thigh strength on that man. He just clamps around that elephant's neck as he tosses it at the ground. This animation could probably do with some work, if I'm honest. Could probably do with some work. But he's doing something. He's doing something. They're actually losing quite a lot of men to arrows at the moment, by the way. We might struggle. We might struggle. They've lost 5%, but... Oh, he just slapped him on the arse there. And on the head. That's not very nice. Well, that wasn't quite the arse, it was kind of the side, wasn't it? But there we go. There are... Yeah, there's a few dead men over here. We shot some of them. That's good, right? Oh, no. Ah, we can't even kill a unit. That was just terrible. But we almost killed the same amount. Almost killed the same amount. Yep. No, there we are. That's just lost. That's a bit annoying. And us got under attack from the ghouls. Oh, my spy's being kicked out. Can you kick them out the other way? I wanted to send them up to damn Denmark. Oh well. Oh, they're going to attack our army over here, are they? Interesting. Interesting. I don't actually have any chariots in this fort, so this is the Thapsus army, wasn't it? Alright, well, I think we can do that. That's fine. We'll head in and we'll kill Abdmelgat. Lovely. We're going to send our general into their general and get these Numidian javelin men out to the flank over here. Hopefully they're able to do the job. Slingers are fighting into them. Let's just get these lads to charge in at this point. Bit worried about their charge in behind me. You get yourself away. Get yourself out of there. Get yourself out of there, General. Likewise, you pull out. How is that General doing? Down to 7. We've actually done a good amount of damage, but we just had to be careful there. Get back into position because we're really struggling here. They are not holding out at all. Can we get that General? Come on, javelins, get that General. No, we've got a mass route here. We've got a mass route. The General, just pull back. Just pull back. Let's get this General here. We've almost got him as well. Can't quite catch him. They're a bit exposed. Let's try and catch one or two. Ah, we're just in big trouble here, really, aren't we? Yes, yes, I've got this battle completely wrong. Just 4 on the General there. Just 4 on the General.
Your general's nervous.
No, he can't hold it. But if we can just catch the general here. Come on, catch the general. Yes, we got the general. We got the general. That's what we needed, but we got it way too late. I took the risk of trying to kill the general early on, and I didn't manage it.
General is dead. His men know their doom.
Yes, my general left the field though, because that's a big problem if he does. Just to see if these lads will break just as their general's gone. No, they have not. Okay, well. Can we just get ourselves a new line back there, lads? Whatever there is, just pull yourself into position. Right, you got those lads dealt with. Can you go and deal with those? They're routing. Right, we've got everyone. Right, we've got everything we can. Right, we've got some men pulled back here. We're not going to win it from here, but we've at least got the general. So. What infantry do we have? You two. Thin line, please. Thin line. All missiles. Minus you, lads. Just get in behind. And the general and the cav. Just bring yourself in behind at this point. Right, we have royally sozzled. We've royally mucked this battle up. However, let's see what we can do from this point. Alright, so general, good. We cleared off that bit there. Guys, stay in your position. You pull back. You throw your javelins in. Start using fire, lads. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? It's supposed to be more organised at this point. We've got a route there. Hopefully we can start to trigger a few more routes because we're getting somewhere. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Infantry, what do I have? A few units. Get yourselves back in position and please go on to defend. We can recover this battle, damn it. We're going... No, not if you charge forward. No. Get yourself back here now. Oh, we got some more cav. Perfect. Perfect. Do we have anyone else that's just behind here? No, this is it. So this is what we got. Okay. Okay, yeah, it's got some lads over there. Let us swing our cav back around. General, do not get too close. Do not get too close. Get away from them. Okay, you've charged him. And we need to get around the back of them very quickly here. Okay, and my general, you come in as well. We might be able to squeeze a victory out of here somehow. Yes, good. We've got another route. Oh, it's starting to get in our favour now. What are we looking at? 67 to 50, 69 to 51. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Some dodgy tactical decisions at the start, but you might just be able to hold on and salvage this. Because they are routing at this point, and our morale is starting to hold a little bit better because we've got the general alive and theirs is not. So, Sandstorm Ahoy. There's actually only a few units left, but I do not want to risk charging at this point. Archers, get yourself back into position over here. That'd be lovely. And you get yourself over there. That'd be lovely. Oh, if they get themselves too exposed, I will charge them, but... Yeah, they're routing too. Right, all missiles, all archers shoot at these lads because they need to go down very soon because their charge is going to hurt us. Mercenaries come in, try and absorb it. You're going to be a bit late, aren't you? Oh, we might have just absorbed that very slightly, but that infantry unit took a lot there. They're wavering, just charge straight into them. Don't care that there's infantry. We might just get the route. We did not. That is not going to be good then. Okay, all missiles to whatever I've told you and just shoot at whatever at this moment. Cav, you get around the side and we're going to hit them. They're gone anyway. But get there now so we can actually clear them out. Missiles. Just shoot at them, please. Chopping those lads down. There's so little left. Give me a javelin and just charge at them. Just charge at them. Okay, we're getting more routes. We are getting more routes. We might have just been up. Yeah, we might just be able to do this. Let's get a cab back behind the line. Oh, I'd love these kind of battles. You very rarely get these battles apart from as the rebels. You definitely get these ones more as the rebels. It's just lovely. Oh, these battles are just what it's all about. You absolutely royally sozzle it up. You forget just how quickly they melt. And then this happens. You just about bring them back to the brink. Oh, this is tight still. It's still tight, but if I'm sensible, I can try and deal with those lads. No, they're not doing it. They're not sticking around. Archers, keep firing him. Right, charge him. There, oh, he routed a few of us there, but we routed him too. Charge in, because I think we've got the advantage now. There's only a couple units left. All missiles, aim at these guys back here, because we are charging at the front. All missiles, aim at the next one behind. General, blow the horn of destiny, keep yourself back. And I think we might have done it. Last unit here, come on. Yes, we've done it! Oh, another absolutely spectacular turnaround by the rebels there. This battle was completely gone. Oh, guys, just shoot at whatever you can. I don't care. Infantry. Do we have any infantry? We have 18 men. We have 18 men left. Wow, that was one hell of a battle. Oh, that's. This, I mean, the African campaigns have definitely had a few of these because we had it in Egypt, the original one of these battles in Egypt. Don't know if that was Tantamount. No, that was a rebel general. Of course it was. Yes, that was a rebel general that held off that battle at early on in the campaign in Egypt. He pretty much won us the Egyptian campaigns with that battle there. And yes, we obviously had it with Eshmanush, who held off against the Carthaginians around Leptis Magna, which obviously I referred to earlier in this episode. And now we have this one as well. Whatever this chap is, I don't actually know what his name is. I honestly consigned him to death. He did run away, but I think I kind of accept him running away. He came back. He didn't leave completely. He came back. Kill this desert infantry because they're problematic for me. Lovely work. Oh, this is one of the historic battles now, I think. Now, we probably should have been able to win it from the start, but I think we just didn't have enough infantry, and that's what I was nervous about right at the start as well. I didn't have enough infantry, and they just had much stronger infantry than us, to be honest. But we've done the job here. We'll just charge into those lads, and that's it. We're pretty much done now. It's them all cleared off, apart from this last unit over here. Lovely. So, what are we looking at? 74 to 96. That is spectacular. Average victory! That was anything but average. I probably should have won it with much more ease than I did. But I think considering the situation, sirs, that was much more than average. A wise man in peace prepares for war. Indeed he does. Right, well, we now don't have an army to go and deal with Thapsus, so it might be that a Cass, I don't know, Eshmanash even has to do that just to finish off his campaign. Carthage may not be the end of his campaigns. Although maybe I'll just go down the bridge and tease them. I might well go and do that. Just wonderful. Yes, you can see there the battle site in 257 where Eshmanash Bernice won his great victory. But we will now remember one more. It won't say it on the battle map, but we will remember you, whatever your name is. We will remember you. Who are you, Diapus Dizelmis? Ah, there we are. I knew it was a D something. We'll break a drill master. Drill master. I see. That was a big thing in that battle, wasn't it? Ooh. Ah, you're the chap who was in Athens, aren't you? Popular hero and stern. Yeah, he's been a bit all over the place. He's been in Cyrene a lot of the time, this bloke. He's been in Athens and Cyrene looking after the cities, but there we are. Right, you lads might as well come and restock this army. God, apparently that won't even merge together, even though clearly it should. We do not have very much here, but there we are. This is a kind of an extra force at this point. With one force down then, we need to knock this guy out of the way. He doesn't want to fight, but you know what? We'll just slaughter him with our chariots once more. In we go. Well, another chariot battle later comes to mind, because this is about to go very, very quickly south for this lad. I'm going to send in these lads to reinforce. Just kind of block off this side of the map. And there we go. He's dead. And the battle is over, isn't it? Yes, it is.
The gods be praised.
And that's all it took.
The enemy's hearts are full of fear, and now they flee.
And with them wiped off the face of the earth, the path over to Dimity is that much clearer. I don't think we'll have too many problems with our chariots. Hopefully they'll come out and face us in the field. Yay! Command against Carthaginians. Well, I guess culturally, that is what the game classes them as, so that's marvellous. Carthaginian turncoat. Just beautiful. And Carthage coming in for an attack on us. Oh yes, this should be the big battle of Carthage we were looking for. This guy doesn't have a general, so I think they're going to fall apart, honestly. They are just inferior to us in every way. This is going to be a massacre. Let's head in. Okay, we're pretty close to an early engagement here. Round shield cav over there. We're going to smash that flank and start to get the surrounding. Lovely. And charge into those lads. Apart from you, you're going to slam straight into them. And that will probably rout those lads. Indeed it has. So pull straight out of there. Over in this flank. Let's go and charge into them. Yep. That will do me just fine. General, pile into them. And over on this side, we want you to hit them. You to hit them. You to hit them. Need to come round to them. Now, this is a big hit right now on our troops, but I'm pretty certain that we can handle this. Yeah, we've got the mass route here. And he's gone. Honestly, this hasn't taken that much. We've lost this unit of slingers because they got caught out, which is really annoying. But apart from that, all is good. We haven't really lost too much here. Oh, now you throw your javelins in. It's a bit late for that, lads. Right, let's round these lads up. Round them up and slaughter them all. Cav, you go after them. And you after them. I reckon we've got this pretty nicely mopped up now. Clear victory for us there. They got a few kills in the initial charge, but a very quick rout for the enemy there. Conquered? We conquer! Yes, my favourite quote. I don't even think that one's come up once in this whole campaign. Aha, the Spanish attacking us at Scala, which is just marvellous. We can wipe them out here. We'll just leave Asturica left. Megavaracus, or whatever his name is attacking. Well, he'll be joining from the city, but it seems to be the other lad that's actually starting it off. So we're going to take out the faction leader nice and quick, and then kind of head in and kill this lad. Let's go. We put ourselves into a good position then with the barbarian mercenaries ahead of us, and I honestly think they're going to get slaughtered pretty much straight away. They might not die from the rocks, but they will rout pretty much soon afterwards. Nice backdrop of the old farm and the villa there, which is just glorious. And we're going to use the field over here as an extra defence. Why not? It doesn't really do anything, but it's fun. Didn't often get to use it. Obviously got a decent level of farming going on in this settlement. But I think it's probably time to send the cav out and just seal off the exits here. Perfect. Slingers and javelin men, bring yourself back now. And all the Spanish lads. Actually, just these two. Swing into them. Swing in! Yes! Swing low. Sweet chariot of charging death and fire. He's already fleeing. Oh yes. Oh yes, they are fleeing. Right, okay. You just head up the hill, see if you can cut him off. Come on, catch him. We might not be able to get him here. We might not be able to get him. Oh well. Well, we'll see. Everyone else just needs to kind of turn at this point. Then we'll turn and face them. Apart from you lads, who are just going to continue charging. Yeah, they've stopped. Oh well, we weren't going to catch him. So he'll have to get away to the city. But that's not the end of the world. We can finish him off another time. We'll just leave our cav up in the hills. I feel like a historic battle is going to take place here. The Grand Battle of Scala, as history will remember it. Otzi the Carlici here will win his greatest victory of all. Well, to be fair, he's won plenty of victories. But, you know, this is probably the key one. The key one that ends his campaigns. Now, obviously, the game can see me up there, which is a shame. But it is fun to at least have them in position. Right, let's get into main battle. We're going to sling into the back of our own troops because that's what we like to do in this world. Throw the javelins in. Those lads have been overwhelmed. Oh yes, they're not very happy. They're already routing. But I will send these lads just to go and cover that position. Those, yeah, we're quite thin with the Iberian infantry at the front. But to be honest, as long as we get through this battle, we've done all we need to. If we lads can all throw javelins in at the general, that would be grand. Time for the Carlici to pretty much charge in, but we'll just let the javelins come in first. Yeah, we'll send him in. I see he's running away as well. Ridiculous, lad. Right, these lads are going to continue to charge them down. And honestly, while the general's charging straight through their infantry, I don't think it will matter too much. Even if he were to fall in battle, it would be the way he'd want to go. Right, we're going to charge through. We've just charged literally straight through their men there. It's just brilliant. Oh, they got the warhounds. Let's just send the warhounds. We'll just send the cavalry back this way. Because the warhounds are going to actually be quite annoying for us.
The enemy general is running away.
Yeah, he is running. And we've caught him. Yes, the Shining Man has been slaughtered. Okay, we can at least outrun these dogs, so we will do that. We will do that. Here we are, another great victory for us today. The anarchy truly knows no bounds at this point. We cannot be stopped. Well, we knew that for a while, but it is just marvellous. And it's great fun using all these different armies at this stage. To be honest, you might as well go. In fact, sorry, you head off over here. Let's try and catch all of them as much as possible. If you do this right, you'll just catch those lads. And we might just be able to swing back across and catch the other ones. But you never know. Sadly, those cav have just made it out of the battlefield. A few get caught right on the edge. But in all honesty, the red line of death will not save them for long. It will not. In the city, there'll be a few lads left, but not an awful lot. And, well, actually, we might have destroyed the army, 89%. We're almost at the 90% threshold, and these last 13 or so probably are going to count as that 1%, I imagine. So, with that, we might well find the city is virtually empty. Yeah, 91% now.
Heroic victory, worthy of Roman arms.
Yes, just magnificent as ever. Okay, I think at this point there are quite a few cities left to siege out. But I think the core battles have been won here and now. I was going to do this on one episode. I think, however... Oh, actually, I'll give it the city. We actually got given it. I wasn't expecting that. I will occupy. Why not? That's just beautiful. I was going to go and bribe Azarica because we haven't really done any bribery, and I thought it might be fun. But there we are. The Carlici has taken Scala, and with it, he has his home in Portugal. And really, that's what we want. Wait a minute! He died! He just died at the end of turn! Faction announcements. Ah, oh, Orzi the Carlici. He saw his life's work done. He saw his life's work done. Oh, man. That is sad. He sat down to one final meal of caldo verde over in Scalabis and let his life end of natural causes. Let us honour him. He's been a true hero. A true hero. Born, well, he arose as a young man over here in the middle of nowhere. He joined those naked men of the mountains who hung on with a great rebel banner, the banner of anarchy, under their feet and above their great, great head. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anyway, he was a great hero. He was a great hero. He was early on, Carthago Nova here, and he fought his way around. He fought his way out, and he's really forged this kingdom here. And of course, Gaius the Harsh is going to help finish off the job. And I think that is only fair that his good friend here gets to finish the work that he started. But I feel he'll be satisfied. He'll be very, very much satisfied. I'm too emotional to even create a stupid speech this time. Not one that makes any sense anyway. Right, Orzi Victor. He just gained a military tribune as well. He could be more popular with the Senate. He is never more popular than with all of our hearts, ladies and gentlemen. I think that might be a good place to end it for today, because as I was just about to, well, as I just started saying, the plan today was to finish off the Spanish, Carthaginian, Numidian campaigns. And actually, it turns out we have quite a lot to do in terms of that. There's a lot more than finish off Scythia and Parthia. There's a good 10 settlements. So we are pretty much in the position now where we're going to knock them over. But there are some final battles to go. Obviously, this is the big final battle here with the Carthaginians. They don't want to attack us. We might well go through there, but I don't think it's necessarily the best immediate idea. Over here in Scalabis, we will obviously clear off the Spanish and pave our way over to Asturica. The Numidians, well, we do indeed have our good friend here. Yes, Cornelius Brutus is going to land and put Tingi under siege. So with that, Numidia are under siege all across their empire, apart from Nept, but soft Nept. They haven't actually got any generals there that'll flip to us. And Carthage are likewise under siege in all their cities. So I tell you what, this is coming out on the Thursday, isn't it? This is coming out on the Thursday. So I will on Saturday do the second part of this epilogue. So now the epilogue are becoming two parts of this second epilogue. But there we are. I just think in terms of time, I'd rush through it otherwise. And let's have another good 40 minutes to an hour on finishing off this campaign. We of course have Diazelmis here with his great victory earlier. We have Esmeralda Bernish going to finish off his job. We have a Cass of Soreus, damn it, with his army. They need to go and do their job. And lastly, and probably least in fairness, Rashkos over here. But he's got his chariots and we love it. It's just beautiful. In fact, the gate is open. We might just start next time by slamming a load of chariots straight through all these troops. Just indiscriminate violence and death. It's going to be just perfect. But for now, I will leave you until Saturday. We'll start a new series or something next week. The last epilogue of these, or the last couple epilogues to finish off Germany, Thrace, Britannia and Gaul. That will come, intermittently, possibly as a Friday extra. But on this occasion, as I've got two, this is going to come out on the Thursday and the Saturday. So I hope you enjoy that in the meantime. Right, for now, I'm Thomas, this is Tenosa Human, and I've been playing Rome Total War's Rebel Campaign. Thank you, and good night. So what more could you want in the morning than to chop down some Frenchmen? Sir Steve, he stands on the plaza. He will never die, Sir Steve. We will honour you with that great man's moustache. He's not happy. Oh, he flew into the side of the house. That looks really painful. Beautiful.